Hello everybody, welcome back to I Want To Kill the Kamilia 3. It's been a long time since I've played this game. Well, not too long technically, but a long time since I've played it seriously. If you don't know, I made a Let's Play of this game a while ago, several months ago. That was recorded on a fucking potato, so this is going to be higher quality. It's going to be more fun to watch, I think, because I'm older, so my commentary will be less cringy. Yeah, I've wanted to make something like this for a while, but I didn't think I'd be making it so soon. Just, replaying this game that I honestly love. I know it's kind of a cringy thing to like this game because it's not exactly a good game, but I don't know. I've always loved this game, and I really want to play it again. So that's why we're doing this. And I know that you are probably subscribed for my Super Mario 64 content. And honestly, I perfectly understand if you unsubscribe or are just uninterested in this. But just know that I will continue to make SM64 content, and if anything, I'm going to make more of it to try to compensate for the lack of, or not the lack of, but the inclusion of this. But for those who are along with me for the ride, I hope you enjoy, because I think I will. No promises we're going to 100% the game, but I will beat it, at the very least. And I'm going to try to do everything I can. Hopefully we 100% it, but this game gets hard. So yeah. I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this. I have not played fan games in a while, so I am going to be a bit rusty, but we'll see how it goes, right? This is I Want To Kill the Kamilia 3. I'll explain it when we start the game. Intro is very cool. I love this intro. It's a great song. I hope you appreciate the music. But yeah. I Want To Kill the Kamilia 3 right here. Push and key start. I have not played yet. I have 420 hours in this game, but they're all gone. My achievements, oh no. SMH. Alright, so let's begin. So the main way to track progress in the game is with these things called achievements. You've probably never heard of them. They're totally not in like every game ever. So there's a bunch of achievements. For example, there's one for turning into the game in full screen, and I hope it doesn't fuck up the recording. So we're going to try right now. Okay, hopefully that did not mess up the recording. So, these first screens are based on the beginning, or the ending, of Kamilia 1 and Kamilia 2. Kamilia 2 also began with the ending of Kamilia 1. We're just going to climb up these platforms into Stage 1. Alright, so we begin the game. As you can see, 2 out of 50 crystals. There are 50 of them. Yeah, so let's just begin the game. Why don't we? This is a medley fan game. If you don't know what that means, it basically means that it sucks. No. What it means is that it is a fan game that is comprised of a bunch of other fan game screens, bosses, all that good stuff. And it's compiled into one game. This particular game has also added some buffs and new things to make it a little bit more interesting for those who played the game. So this screen, for example, is much harder than the original. And yeah, as you can see, I am already dying at least 5 billion times. I will add some cuts because I don't want this to be boring to watch, because it will be if I suck too hard, frankly. And you know what, why don't we just throw in a cut right now? And boom, just like that, we're back at this jump. And yeah, that's how we're going to be doing this. I won't cut too much out because I don't want this to become a cut-a-thon, where I just cut every single thing out of the experience. I want you guys to experience this game. But if stuff is boring, like me dying a billion times the very first screen happens, then I will cut some of that out. And speaking of which, we are done with the first screen. Finally, that took way too long. I always spend so long on that damn screen. I hate it. There's a secret here. We'll deal with that later. So, yeah. Back on the crystals, though. The crystals can be found in quite a few screens. There's 8 for every main stage. So, this stage has 8. This is also on the 1.5.0 version, if you couldn't tell by the number of crystals. Pretty much what that means is that there's extra content, and on top of that, there's also some nerfs. Stage 1 probably has the most infamous nerfs. Actually, no, Boss Rush does. We'll get into Boss Rush later. Another crystal can be found on this screen for taking the left path, which is the one that everyone uses, I'm pretty sure. I think, do speedrunners use it? I don't know. I actually don't know much about the speedrun of this game, honestly. Nice, that was smart. We have a lot of moving spikes at the beginning of this game. Moving spikes are just like, it's so hard to time some of this stuff, I swear. Like, I could just be stupid and it's actually the easiest thing for everyone. But for me, it's so hard to know when to do the timing, man. Gosh. This is not gonna be very easy, will it? I mean, I knew it was gonna be hard, but I didn't think I was gonna be struggling this much right off the bat, dude. I mean, I've only died 10 times, but that's still a lot for the difficulty of the stage. There you go, I played it safe there. Oh, come on. I'm gonna try to do the right side. I still know, like, the basics. Like, I know how lines work and stuff, so I'm good on that front. Oh, dude. Okay. Me and a friend, like, frick, dude. Frick. Yeah, sure, that's the word I say. Me and a friend, like, theorized, like, possible locations. And one of the ones that we thought would be a crystal would be in a much harder screen. Are you serious? Am I really this dumb? Okay, so like I said, we were, like, theorizing where potential crystals could be in this game. Some of the ones that we thought, like, one of the locations we thought was, like, some really, some of the more diabolical screens in this game, notable. Secret 1 and Secret 2. I don't know why I'm so afraid to spoil this game. It's like everyone's seen it. Also, I haven't really been talking about the screens very much. That was I Want to Be the Geary Possible and Conquer the Blow 1 here. Now we're in I Want to Be the Heart. Heart was one of the nerfed ones. Heart used to have a corner jump right there. A corner jump is just when there's two spikes forming a corner. They're pretty dumb. This game used to be infamous for them. Still kind of is. Because, like, corners are just, like, it's a common jump. It's very easy to make, obviously. And, yeah. It's just an easy way to add some more deaths to your level. This was also a section that used to be much harder. You have to, like, used to have to, like, thread the needle on, like, a bunch of spikes here, but now it's easier. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Another crystal right there. I don't think this was made easier, but it's just as stupid. Crystal here. So pretty much how the crystals work is that they have each crystal has a trigger, and then they have an actual crystal. So for example, going in this corner, that's the crystal trigger I hit in the corner, and then the crystal. And then in order for the crystal to actually count, you need to save the game. So if I pause right now, it'll say 4 crystals plus 1. So I have 5 crystals right now, but the 5th one is not saved. So I need to save that 5th crystal for it to actually be part of me. Nice. That's a drop gate. Drop gates are hard. It's when you drop and then you jump into a gate. They're hard. I know it. Yeah, this is great commentary. Ah, frick, dude. I keep saying frick. I don't know why I'm saying frick. I don't say the frick word, I swear. Okay. I wasn't even talking on that one. I just got it. Right? Did I get it? Yeah, I did. Okay. The game also has a buffer thing where, like, when you pause, you can't unpause for a while. The screen also has a crystal. I forget where it is, though. I think it's, like, right here. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, this one. You're supposed to do, like, this for this. Or, well, not supposed to, I'm pretty sure. But, like, there's, like, this long, elaborate section that I'm gonna attempt at least once. Not that attempt, that was dumb. I'll try this once. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I could do that, but I'm, like, with canceling, but I won't. There's an easier way to do that, though, so don't do it like that. This platform you gotta wait for. Almost didn't wait enough. Almost. It was stupid. And by almost, I mean I was stupid. But yeah, like I was saying, the Conquer the Blow games, I've beaten them. Geary Possible is also very similar to Conquer the Blow. It's like the same game, except it has Geary Possible mode, which is the same thing as Impossible mode. They're boring, but, you know, they might be fun if you're doing them deathless. Because, like, then there's actual stakes. It's intense, but if you're just playing them for the sake of playing them, they are not very enjoyable. Alright, so next up we got I Want to Be the NCE. We got our first corner there. It's a corner jump. I don't know what you want me to say about it. Probably nothing. There we go. So corners can be pretty tight there. I had to press like the right arrow key for like a single frame there to be correctly lined up. Pressing buttons for single frames is, well, on a keyboard it depends on like your keyboard. Mechanical keyboards are hard. This is not a mechanical keyboard. Or not mechanical keyboards are hard. Mechanical keyboards make it easier. But I don't have one of those, so I'm playing on a normal keyboard. But conveniently, pressing right for one frame is actually quite easy on this keyboard regardless. But like one frame jumps, for example, those are much harder on my shift key. Okay, I'm doing pretty okay on the screen, honestly. I thought this was gonna go much worse. Alright, well, as soon as I say that. This is mostly just a bunch of name jumps. Like, these are just diagonal. Just, nice. That was smart. It's nothing too difficult. It's just like, it's almost like a warm-up for some of like the crazier needle. Just like, hey, can you do these kind of tough jumps? If you can, then maybe you can do these super tough jumps later on. Again, these are just, like, pretty much every single screen in Stage 1 is harder than it should be. Because they were buffed. I keep doing that on the wrong time. Alright, whatever, I'll just do this. Nice. That was just being impatient. Yeah. One of the major things is that bonking on ceilings makes you fall like a rock. So you have to, for a lot of these jumps, avoid hitting the ceiling. Or not for a lot of them, but for a lot of them you can actually hit the ceiling. And you could use that to your advantage in a lot of places to just, you know, avoid long falls. There's a skip here that you can do where you jump out of this sideways gate and it skips having to climb some of the level. Or the screen, rather. It's on a level. Like that. That jump is a one frame jump, but I did a cancel jump to make it easier. Cancel jump is, there's two ways to do it. One is using both shifts, like that. Well, you can't see it, but you like pretty much release one shift, and then on the next frame you press the other shift, and that like tricks the game or something. I don't know. I'm not a pixelologist. I'm not an expert. I don't know how it works. I don't know how anything works. It's probably not that complicated, but I'm also not that smart, as judged by this gameplay. Okay, let's cut this. Hey, something cool's about to happen. So I'll show this attempt in its entirety, because this game has achievements for dying. Right now I'm on my 99th death, so if I die one more time, I'll get 100 deaths, which is an achievement. It's not really an achievement, it's like more so inevitable. It's like a way to flex on your friends. Like, hey, when did you get the achievement for dying 100 times? I got it in the boss. Wow, you're so cool. It is a good way to see your progress, though, in terms of dying. And speaking of dying, there's the 100 death achievement. Truly an achievement to be proud of. I know I've been calling myself bad a lot in this video, but it's kind of true, you know? But you should never really call yourself bad at a game unless you're... Well, yeah, you just shouldn't. Oh my god, how am I alive? Please grab the crystal before I die of a heart attack, thank you. Please don't choke. If you do, I'm gonna cry. I won't actually cry, I won't care that much. Thank you. That was an embarrassment on all fronts, so to compensate, I'm going to first try this strategy, this corner. I did not first try the corner. Okay, maybe I'll first try the corner. Well, no, there's really no room for first trying the corner. Come on. I want to compensate for my... Thank you. There's like a bit of a troll on that screen, by the way. That spike just comes out of nowhere. And then there's some more diagonals, in case you like diagonals. Okay. Conquer the Blow Game 3. Another screen that I am very well acquainted with because, well, there's something here that is the bane of my existence. Yeah. It's not actually the bane of my existence. It's not that bad, but I do struggle to reach it, as you can see by my inability to jump over the spikes. Yeah, but this is just some more stuff. One thing that can be a bit weird about this game is the graphics and stuff. The graphics can be a little bit odd at times because, as you notice, each screen is like a different style. Like the one we were just in, Celebrate 100, was this really cool like starry night sky vibe, and it was really pretty. This one is like a monochromatic, like almost like pencil drawn aesthetic that's going for here. So you can really tell that everything's from other games because, well, everything looks completely different in this game. Nothing is like thematically fitting in like one world theme, you know. It's not like it's like a Mario Bros. Game where like every world is supposed to have a theme in each like level, despite them being different, you know. No, it's nothing like that. Instead, it's just a bunch of really weird looking screens all kind of like Frankenstein together to make a stage. There we go. Are you serious? I thought that would have made it. Alright, so, yeah. Okay, try again. Thank you. Okay, so when you get to the end of the screen, some spikes go away and stuff, and hey, look, there's a portal in the bottom right. Let's go talk to the portal. See, it's weird, because, like, I still have a good grip of the controls. Like, I still know, like, what jump heights I'm getting, you know, where they're gonna go, what it's gonna do. All that stuff I still have a good grasp of. But what I don't have a good grasp of is everything else. I don't have a good grasp at all of like how to like where I am and like relative to the spikes and like what inputs I should be doing. Like that stuff I am just lost in. But like I still know how to move. I just don't know how to move relative to everything else. And of course the tempo I'm talking is the one I get it. I just almost walked straight into that spike. So this is Secret 1. The secrets in this game pretty much are just bonus. They aren't required to beat the game, but they are, well, not necessarily recommended. But they give you essentially perks that will make the game easier. So they're each difficult, but not all of them are super hard. The main hard ones are Secret 2, Secret 4, and Secret 5. There's only 5 of them. And but Secret 1 isn't the worst. As you can see though, it is a bit of a step up, so I will have to bring my A game, which I was not bringing in that Celebrate 100 screen or the Conquer the Blow 3 screen. So I will have to, you know, actually not suck. I know, right? Foreign concept, not sucking. Also, we have pretty much the exact opposite in terms of visuals. The other screen was very monochrome and simple. This one is flashing all sorts of colors. This is from I Want a Possible. The secrets are actually also buffed. Each one of them is harder than the original screen. This one is especially buffed, I feel. Well, not especially, but very buffed. Nice, by the way. I just fumbled. I do that a lot, where I just fumble my inputs, and like I try to like I don't think I'm gonna do what I end up doing, and because of that I end up not doing like the input. Like my hand just like hovers over the keyboard, doesn't actually do it. Okay. This jump is pretty tight, by the way. You need to jump in a very specific way. Nice. First save done. Okay. Yeah, you have to like do like a full jump, because if you notice, if I do like a short hop, I like descend faster, but if I do a full jump, I have like more air time almost. So you want to do a full jump there to get the most out of your jump experience. Yeah. Alright, so I actually have to explain something called pixel alignments. I brushed up against that right wall to give me a correct alignment for the corner jump at the end of the save. So basically what alignments are, every time you move, the kid moves by 3 pixels per frame. So obviously you don't have to be a genius to find out that 3 pixels per frame means that I can't be on every single pixel of a block. Like there's never going to be a point where just by walking around I can stand on every individual pixel of a block. So I'm going to skip some pixels. However, when jumps get precise, like a corner jump for example, sometimes this level of imprecision is going to cost me. and as such, I'm going to not be able to do the jump as easily. So what a pixel alignment does is it makes it so I'm on like a certain set of 3 pixels that lines me up closer to spikes, so that way I can jump through them more efficiently. So touching the right wall from the save here gives me a good pixel alignment to just jump through the corner in a good way. If I didn't have that good alignment, which like all the walls here suck by the way, like every single wall would give me a bad alignment pretty much, so I have to avoid them all. I would have to jump through the corner in 2 jumps instead of just 1 like I can right now. Also, I'm not getting very good jumps here. I'm jumping consistently too low, so I need to jump a little bit higher. That was too high. It's like the thing where like you make a mistake, so you try to fix the mistake, but then you end up fixing the mistake too much, so now you have another mistake. It's that. Nice. Ah, fuck. So, in order to actually jump through that properly, I need to press both buttons on the same frame, which is frame perfect, and not the easiest thing to do when like you're pressing the shift key and an arrow key, which require like different amounts of force to push down. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world. At least not for me. Actually, wait, I'm dumb. I think I'm getting too close to the spike. I think that's the issue there. I was too close to the spike. Okay, let's try from here. There we go, that's how you do it. This save is just dumb here. This is a plain jump. They are interesting jumps. They are just, yeah, they're difficult. They're not the hardest thing in the world. That one in particular isn't that bad because there's a really consistent setup to get through it well, but they're a tough jump. Not exactly a free one. Almost. Is that actually a good line? Yeah, it is. So yeah, again, touching walls to get better lines. Oops, didn't go through the corner. Yeah. This save is just like a meat grinder save, pretty much. It's just there to grind your meat. As in, the meat. Does human flesh count as meat? Like, I guess it kinda is. There we go. It's like kinda meat, right? Because like, I guess you could eat it. So here we get the secret item. When you get a secret item though, you don't get teleported out the secret, because this is Kamilia 3, that would be easy. This game isn't easy. Instead, you need to get back to a certain point where there's a warp, and that warp will take you out of the secret with the item in your hands. So as you can see, the warp is in the bottom right corner of the map, but to compensate for, you know, me being stuck in a pit, the game gives me infinite jump, so now I can jump infinitely. And also it changes some things to make certain sections easier, so that way I don't have to do a downwards plane, which are a very difficult jump. We will be seeing a downwards plane in this game, but it won't be until stage 3. It's for crystal, by the way. It's not very not really exactly volunteering into it. It's for a very dumb crystal. There we go. And now you gotta, yeah, more corners. Everyone likes corners. Everyone likes dumb. Okay, this is tough here. You have to go really low into the spikes. Ooh, a little too low. The effects of gravity, well, they work like real gravity. So the more you fall, the faster you go until you reach terminal velocity. That's how gravity works. It's also how video game gravity works. As such, sometimes you try to fall just a little bit and you end up falling way more than you intend because gravity is dumb. Well, it's not dumb. Without gravity, I would probably not be alive, right? You say that about a lot of things, though, because the course of events would be different. Sometimes, like, I think about that, like, if gravity just disappeared, like, how would we cope? Like, everyone would probably just, like, be bunkered in their house until, like, the government does something, like, mandated, like, ceilings outdoors. An outdoor ceiling would be very stupid, but I don't know. What else could you do without gravity? It would be sick, honestly, to just float everywhere in your life, though. Like, that would be cool, but obviously impractical, because, you know, Yeah, just very impractical. Not practical at all. Okay, this is a pretty tight jump. This is a 16 pixel gap. The kid's sprite is 11 pixels wide, so yeah. In combination with alignments, it's tight. Okay. A little lower. Ooh, nice. Got it. Very nice. That didn't take too long. Please save. Please save. Alright, back to reality. Back to normal jumps for a change. More 16 pixel gaps. They're just a little precise. They can kind of be described as luck in a way, because, like, they're weird. They're also kind of alignment dependent because of how they work. It's weird. And like when I say kind of alignment dependent, it's like there are like better aligns for some of them, but like not really. They're like all like, well, yeah, there just is better aligns, because actually, is there? I'm not sure. Yeah, there is. There's one align that's just objectively worse than the others, because yeah. My brain struggling to do basic math. I'm not even bad at math, I'm just bad at basics shit. Basic things. Alright, I want to be the I-Core. This is always a screen that I forget about. It's very forgettable. If you forget about it today, don't be afraid. I probably did too. It's similar to NCE with how there's a lot of saves, but the jumps are a little harder. They're also a little bit more interesting, I feel, than the NCE ones, because the NCE ones were just very generic jumps. These are actually kind of cool. Like that one was cool. Moving spike gameplay. Everyone likes that. Except me, because I can't hit my tiny feeble brain. Nice. Yeah. Those are called edge jumps, by the way, right there. It's when I'm jumping out of these edges. I don't know why I was going to that one. They're not very hard, but they can kill you. Debatable though whether or not the original I Want To Be the Guy is really a true precision platformer. Like, there's tough platforming in the game, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the game is less of a platforming game, more just a troll game, because there's not really too much in the way of difficult jumps in that game. I feel there's like some things that are hard, but most of it is very manageable. The hardest thing is just dealing with the game's physics, which is probably the hardest part about the game, is just the really wonky physics. Also, am I missing a crystal? I'm not. I'm not missing a crystal. Please unpause. Please unpause. The buffer for pausing in this game is so dumb. Every time you pause, well, I already explained it, you know, but it's dumb. Why did I do that? That was dumb. Oh yeah. It always makes it so whenever I check my crystals, I gotta wait extra long to unpause. There we go. Doing tiny jumps is difficult, especially when you're doing them precisely. Like, just doing like a one-frame jump, like I think that was actually a one-frame jump right there, is really tight, you know, that's why you cancel, because you can do really small jumps like that even easier with canceling, as opposed to without it. That's like the main benefit canceling gives you, is just being able to do super small jumps, even smaller than just tapping the button for a tiny amount gives you. But yeah, one-frame jumps is actually something that I've gotten a little bit better at, but I'm still not at all good at it. It's still really hard. For me, at least. It's one of those things where, like, if you're on a mechanical keyboard, it's free. Or not necessarily free, but much easier. Nice. I'm telling you guys, fan games are pay to win. You know, they're made by... No, I'm not going to go for that very easy, but, well, yeah. You know what gaming company I was going to say. Everyone does. Because everyone just makes jokes about them. For good reason, though. I want to enjoy the game, too. What happened to enjoy the game 1, we'll never know. Yeah, so this effect is kind of weird, because, like, if you look closely, it's not actually a spotlight effect, because you can still see the spikes. They're just darker. I don't know why this effect is used in either the original game or this game. It's very odd because it just looks weird. What can I say? It looks weird as hell. With, like, the pseudo spotlight. I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I also don't like dying to the same jump a quadrillion times. Okay, so this game does have trolls. This is like one of them. That shuriken just falls down for no reason. I don't know why. I remember watching this YouTuber. Their name was Merg. I'm sure some of you are familiar with them. They used to play I Want To Be The Guy fan games. Not anymore, though. They also had a Discord server. Not anymore, though. But yeah, they got really mad at that troll because, well, they were struggling with the screen, to say the least. For good reason. I'm dumb. So, this screen has a screen wrap mechanic, by the way. So, I have to look at, like, what's ahead. So there, if I fall in that hole again, I die, because if you look, I'll move my mouse, there's some spikes added here now. Now I gotta drop all the way down, try not to die, very nice. Hitting this button will remove some spikes, and allow us to finish the screen. Let's go. Alright, black and white. Okay, I can't be the only one who thinks this, but does anyone else, like, on the downwards facing spikes see, like, an orange tint, and on the upward facing ones see a blue tint? I don't know if this is, like, actually a thing with, like, how computers work or something, if it's, like, a graphical glitch on my monitor, but I swear I see, like, a slight color tinting on each spike, either blue or orange, and I don't know, I just can't. Yeah, but I Want To Be The Black and White is pretty cool. It's similar aesthetic to Conquer the Blow Game 3, except these screens are much harder. Like, they're actually difficult. There is one achievement that we'll be getting on the second one that will challenge me. Okay, so these are called dick spikes. If you look at the very tip of the ground, there's a little prick there. That is a spike tip, and it kills you. So as you can see, the reason I went the top way is because there's a crystal, and I died. Okay, come on. Thank you, dude. Jeez, that was too much of a struggle. 8 out of 50 crystals. That is all of them in stage 1, but we're not done with stage 1 quite yet. Each stage consists of 10 games. Each one has 2 screens normally. There will be some exceptions. There are some games that get more screens. There are some games that get less screens. I'll point those out. They'll be pretty obvious, but I'll point them out when they happen, regardless. So, if you remember what I said at the beginning, progress in Kamilia 3 is kind of defined by the number of achievements you get. So, you know, getting more achievements is good because you get, well, more achievements. The game has 60 achievements, but there aren't, a lot of the achievements are like you get them just for playing the game. Like, there's going to be an achievement when I beat stage 1, an achievement for beating the first boss, an achievement for beating the second stage, etc. But there's also a few hidden ones. Also, I cannot do the very simple gate. There are a few hidden achievements, and this screen has one of them. Every stage has a few hidden achievements. Some of them are more hidden than others. Some of them are like impossible to find without a guide of some sort. But this one is pretty basic. You need to pretty much do the top path. In order to get the secret achievement in white and black, you need to take the top path, because there's like a trigger there. You don't actually have to beat the screen, by the way. The trigger is placed high up, so that way, like, the game doesn't like have like a check, like, oh, you took the top path and you touched the warp. I'm pretty sure that could have been done, but it wasn't. So instead, the game just checks to see, like, hey, have you touched this particular tile? If you touch that tile, you get the achievement. So you can actually die after getting the achievement, and yeah, you still keep the achievement, because achievements do not need to be saved to be captured there. Once you see the achievement appear in the bottom left, you have the achievement forever. So that's nice. Oh, okay. Finally. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I got the achievement. That's all that matters. Oh my god, finally. Absolutely blundered the ending, but I got the achievement. Spike Love for being a gamer and choosing the hard option, even when not required. Truly a legend. And just like that. Stage 1 is done. No, do not look at that. Okay. Yeah, we're done with stage 1. Let's go back to the title screen. And we can see our progress. As you can see, I've been recording for that long. And if we look at our achievements... Ooh, we got more than I thought. We have like 6. But, 7 actually. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode of I Want to Kill the Kamilia 3. And I'll see you guys next time where we take on the very first boss of the game. It's going to be fun, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye!